much. Let's try that. So without further ado, let's get on to it. Oh yeah. So the first product. A siren. Go away, siren. Go away. Hey everyone, Monique Smith here. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm really excited because today I got to try out some Charlotte Tilbury makeup for the very first time. Now, I've heard so many great things about Charlotte Tilbury. I've seen a ton of videos with other beauty gurus who have used her makeup. And so today I tried the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, the Magic Way Liquid Concealer, the Airbrush Flawless Finish, and then I also tried the Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Pillow Talk. And that came with the lipstick, which is also called Pillow Talk. So if you haven't already seen it, please check out my first ASMR video where I actually apply all of the Charlotte Tilbury makeup. Today's video is more of just my opinion and a review of all the products. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so the first thing that I used was the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Okay, now on the website, it says that the Airbrush Flawless Foundation is a feeling. Discover the secret to a flawless, poreless looking confident complexion. Charlotte's groundbreaking Airbrush Flawless Foundation is where makeup magic meets skincare science. A stay all day weightless full coverage formula with the natural matte finish available in 44 flawlessly matte shades, from Magic Replexium to visibly reduce the appearance of wrinkles by up to 22% over 8 weeks, to Moss Cell Tech No. 1 that boosts hydration levels by 216% in just 1 hour. This is a hybrid magic skincare foundation for every occasion, and it's been tested on 30 men and women. So yeah, it has a lot of claims. I will tell you this, the color that I used, what color was it? Was called Neutral, the number 3 Neutral. Now looking on the website, it looked like this was my color, but I think I probably should have gone a couple shades deeper. But I made it work. I used a bronzer, I used my blush, and I kind of covered all the spots. So it doesn't look too bad. I would say that it does cover really well. It doesn't feel watery. It feels like it has a nice texture. It's smooth. It sticks to the skin really well, and it has pretty good coverage. I did use a Prep and Prime by MAC. I used the Natural Radiance Prep and Prime by MAC before I put on the foundation, so I didn't use the Charlotte Tilbury primer. And I also made sure to prep my face by cleansing it, moisturizing it, all that jazz before I put it on. So for me personally, with my skin tone, I think it was a little harder to figure out the color for me personally online. So I may return this for maybe like 2 shades darker, but again, it doesn't look bad on camera. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. Okay, so the next thing that I tried, also, I tried using the foundation with the damp beauty blender, and for my skin type is kind of more on the dry side. It's not oily at all anymore now that I'm in my 30s. So I tried using the damp beauty blender and it didn't work. It made it move around too much. So for this foundation, I found that a brush worked better, and I used the Morphe Y6 brush. So this worked a lot better than a beauty blender, in my opinion. The next thing that I used after that was the Airbrush Flawless Finish. And it's a really pretty compact. It has a mirror, and it feels very velvety to the touch. The application is really nice. I used a brush for the application. I used a Morphe Y11, and I just kind of dabbed it on the brush. And I kind of, for my skin, I have really big pores and I have dry skin, so I find that if I brush on my skin, it makes the makeup move a lot more. So I find that for my skin type, I like to kind of dab it on. And I don't put a ton of powder. I just, if you watch the ASMR video, you'll see that I'm mostly just kind of doing this kind of motion. And also, I noticed absolutely that it looked like it airbrushed my face and my pores, especially right here in this area. I have really open pores and on my nose, and I felt like it really covered that up, and it made it, it brought a really nice looking finish, and I felt like it completed the look. I also feel like because the color of this powder is a little bit darker than the foundation, it helped to even out my skin tone overall. And I have a lot of discoloration and pigmentation in my skin. I have a lot of freckles. I feel like overall it really helped to kind of airbrush everything out and make it look really beautiful and flawless. And right now it feels really good on my skin. It doesn't feel like I have any makeup on. So yeah, it doesn't feel cakey at all. It feels really, really nice on the skin. So I definitely recommend the Airbrush Flawless Finish. Okay, so if you go on the website, it says that the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder features ingredients to prevent excess shine and brighten complexions. This shade is 2 medium. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, this shade in 2 medium, which is what I got, is ideal if you have medium skin tones. 1 Airbrush Flawless Finish powder sold every minute, apparently. So it promises that you'll enjoy effortlessly flawless skin and a silk cashmere touch like you've never experienced before. Soft focus micro powders from nanoparticles that blur away lines and imperfections and sit like a soft microfine cashmere veil. Rose wax and almond oil hydrate the skin throughout the day and smooths flawlessly onto the skin. Nourishing active work to soothe and restore skin, while light reflecting ingredients diffuse light as if it hits your face for a luminous complexion and even finish all day. Ideal for long-lasting full coverage and the perfect finishing touch. I remember watching a video where Charlotte Tilbury said that she wore just, I think maybe just this powder on her face, didn't have anything else on, and people thought she did something, like she got something done. That she had cosmetic surgery because it looks so great. So obviously this is my first time using it, so I can't like say that I'm an expert or anything. But I will say that for a gal like me who has really big pores, if you're a gal like me who has really big pores, I think you're gonna like this powder because it just overall, it just finishes it, it kind of zips it up, it kind of, you know, just makes it all come together. So yeah, that's my opinion so far. Okay, so the next product I'm going to talk about is the Magic Away Liquid Concealer. And this comes in a tube like this, and you have to click it and allow the product to come through this little puff, basically. The little puff. It's so cute, little puff. Anyways, so the product goes through and goes onto the puff, and then you just use it to kind of dab on your eye, under your eye, or wherever you want to put your concealer, wherever you're hiding certain areas or spots, or trying to conceal, if you will. So let's read what the website has to say about this product. Charlotte Tilbury says that this is the magic wand of makeup for perfect looking skin. Magic Away Concealer in 5 medium, which is what I got, is an incredible full coverage liquid concealer and a sand shade for light and medium skin with all undertones. For 5 years, Charlotte Tilbury has been working on this holy grail of concealers that reduces the appearance of dark circles, blemishes, and imperfections for fresher looking second skin instantly. Then she goes on with her recommendations of the different shades of all her different kinds of foundations that would go well with this particular concealer. So she is really good at telling you what you should purchase that goes alongside this concealer that you got. Personally, as far as aesthetically what it looks like, I love the packaging. You get a pretty decent amount of product. It's 4 milliliters. I like that you can see the color through the little tube, and you just turn it and you get all of the concealer on the little puff. The puff is really soft It's easy to apply on your skin. You don't need to purchase any extra tools because you already have it there. I think that this is definitely something like if you're a makeup artist, it would be a little harder to apply this on to multiple clients because it is in a puff and it probably wouldn't be sanitary for you to do that. But for personal use, I don't see any issue with it. Yeah, so I felt like it didn't smudge, it didn't move around a lot, it wasn't watery. I think the hardest thing with concealer, especially when you put it underneath your eye, there can be a lot of movement. It can be just kind of a weird texture. And so usually I'll try to put on some powder right away so it doesn't move. It looks really nice. Like, it looks very natural. There isn't any weird creasing, and especially since I put this powder on top, the Airbrush Flawless Finish, I felt like it really covered well and came together really well. So that's that. The next thing was Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in the color Pillow Talk. I already know that I'm gonna love her lip liners because one, it applied really well. It was easy, it had such a beautiful texture. When I glided it on my lips, I found that there wasn't any kind of weird smearing. I usually try to create a lip that looks more full by applying the lip liner a little bit above my natural shape. The color didn't spread, it didn't look weird on my skin when I applied it over my lip. So I feel like this is a really, really good lip liner. I love the color, I love the texture, I like the application. It just went on beautifully. It's really easy to use. I didn't have any struggle with it at all. Love it. Also, for my lips, personally, I felt like it was literally almost the same exact color as my natural lip. So that's a win. That's really cool. I adore a nude or a natural looking lip. The last item was the Pillow Talk lipstick. Yeah, so there's the Pillow Talk lip liner, and this is the lipstick that goes with it, which is also in Pillow Talk. One, I love the shape of the lipstick. It's a very unique, interesting shape. The application was beautiful. It felt really light and creamy. It just feels really nice on the lips. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. I obviously haven't eaten anything or haven't gone on with my day, so I don't really know how long it's gonna last on my lips, but it looks just beautiful. The one thing I will say, I have these smile lines on my face, and you probably, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can see some creasing, like the product is kind of moving in my lines right there. So, and let's see, in my forehead lines just a little bit. So what I'm going to see, let's see, I'm going to add a little bit more of this powder on top, see if that helps. But I do have like these weird creasy lines on my forehead, and in this area, foundation kind of moves around a lot, or it can crease in my little smile line, so that's kind of always a problem for me. Before I put any of this makeup on, I did try the Before I put any of this makeup on, I did try for the first time the Magic Eye Rescue Cream, which I got as a little sample. I also got the Magic Night Cream, which I honestly haven't tried yet. So the Magic Eye Rescue felt really creamy. It felt really nice on my under eye. So I'm just going to continue to use this and see how that goes. I'm always up to trying different skincare products. The Magic Night Cream I haven't actually used yet, but it feels really, really moisturizing. Like, ooh, it's like butter. It just feels really nice on the skin. So like a healing balm. So I'm sure, especially with my skin, it's really dry. I cannot wait to try this. This might be part of my skincare routine. You never know. Anything else? I think that was it. Well, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this Charlotte Tilbury review. If you haven't already, please watch my first ASMR video where I apply all of this makeup for the first time. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to my video. Click on the bell so you can get all of my future videos, and have a wonderful day. Love you guys, and see you in the next video.